next question, which I was about to ask, is after that. Tell us something obscure that fans might not know was you.
The fans might not know was you.
Well, you know what? In Persona, I play both Mitsuru and Elizabeth, and people know that I play Mitsuru, but then they come over and they see that I played Elizabeth, and they all freak out because they're very different.
Yeah, yeah, they are very different for you. Their voice players. Yeah,
yeah. I thought you were just going to say something obscure, and I was going to say I'm a certified hypnotherapist. That's kind of obscure.
That's true. And she doesn't just play that in a video game.
No, you're getting very...
That explains so much, Yuri.
I know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what am I supposed to say? Some of the things that I'm working on now, I'm excited about the upcoming Sunset Overdrive game for Xbone. It's going to be fun. Thank you.
You can't talk about that.
I can't talk about that. And some stuff that Tara and I are producing that are fun, and that we'll make sure that you know about when that happens. And more video games, and I'm sad to say, and this leads into one of the things you might not know that I did. I'm sad to say that in the new Dragon Age Inquisition game, that as far as I know, there will be no Sandal. Right.
Not enchantment!
What?
Yeah, so Sandal, not a lot of people know that I play Sandal in Dragon Age, which was, it was a surprise to me that he was the hit that he was considered. He really just says the same thing over and over. But he's a cute little dwarf and we love him.
Alright, so currently I'm directing this second season of Magi. So that's in process right now. Earlier this year I directed Gargantia, which is now on Neon Alley. In terms of voices, I play Ulquiorra in Bleach. I play Minato, the fourth Hokage in Naruto. Video games, Bang Shishigami in Blaze Blue. Going in the Wayback Machine, I was Lupin the Third for the TV show. And I started out my career as Rick Hunter. You may have heard of
him. I'm just sitting next to Tony. That's the coolest thing. I've done, let's see, all the things I've done recently. There's two things on Toonami right now. Attack on Titan, which I worked as an really great show to be part of. It's crazy, crazy fun and bloody and all the things you love about anime. Also Space Dandy. I play Dr. Gel. So every day I get to call home and tell my mother I'm playing a giant Parliament wig, pimp-wearing space ape. Tooling around the universe in a spaceship that resembles the Statue of Liberty's head with a ball gag in its mouth. See, Mom, I told you I'd be okay. Also, recently out is the video game Tales of Xillia 2, which I got to be in as President, which is just a fun word to say. And lots of really exciting stuff that I can't talk about, some of which might be some reprisals, maybe. So yeah, that's the stuff I'm doing right now.
But really, we're just happy to be the bread in the Tony Oliver sandwich.
So, fatty corned beef, right?
He has a sense of humor!
If he didn't, none of us would be up here.
The following program is brought to you I played Lee Everett in the Walking Dead game. Any Bayonetta fans out there? Yeah! Play Rodent, baby. And StarCraft, Warcraft, and about 80 or 90 other games, and Pong Krell in Clone Wars, Star Wars and Clone Wars, a bunch of other stuff, and just anything that they'll hire me for, man.
Hello. Current projects, I'm Ruruka in the current arc of Bleach airing on Toonami. I'm working on Sailor Moon. I voice Sailor Mars. I am Riven in League of Legends. And I voice Zink in the upcoming Final Fantasy Type 0.
That helps the games a bit. Now let me ask another question. What was the very first voiceover role you had? And what was it like the first time you stepped into the booth and in front of a microphone? Let's start with you, Tara.
The very first role I had was Reyna in Rave Master. And it was fun, because I had never done it before, and it was very exciting to hear my voice coming out of a character that I was creating, and being behind a microphone and seeing what I could play with was really fun.
Yeah, and mine was, because I sort of got started in the dubbing world, and the first dub I did was for SD Gundam Force. All you Rabbit Gundam people I know hate that, I'm sure. But
You've made up for it, you've done other Gundam.
Right, exactly. I had to Gundam Unicorn since then, so it's okay. But yeah, I played an ornery little,
You're usually
cute Gundam. That's true, I'm ornery. Named Bakuda Tsumaru, and it was awesome because I grew up watching anime, so it was, I don't know, it's a dream come true. Next.
My first role was actually doing Bits and Walla on a Louis Malle film. And yeah, Bits is the background stuff and all the little tiny noises. But they pulled me out of that and auditioned me for a thing, and I ended up doing an anime feature called The Sea Prince and the Fire Child, which was just re-released last year. And that led to Robotech and everything else. But the experience was at first abject terror. I had no idea, I'd never done this before, and suddenly I'm playing the lead in a feature film, and I had no idea what I was doing. So mostly it was just fear, and God, I hope I don't get fired today. That's mostly what it was.
My very first...
Dinner.
I thought that was supposed to be beer.
No, it's health food. It's still flying in, I don't know.
Now we can do this.
Okay, so my friend Ed Southwick, who couldn't make it tonight, but he lives in Sacramento. And
Brews his own beer.
Yeah, he brews his own beer. This is not his beer, but he's a huge beer snob. And so when I came in last night, late, he said, it's too late for us to drink as much as I want us to drink tonight. Here's some beer for you to take with you and have, and I thought tonight would be the best.
Because I also
time
said,
to
you
share
do
it.
realize we're working for the next 2 days, right?
And he said, that's why I got you the beer. So we have a Dogfish Head 75-minute IPA. He knows I'm an IPA guy. A Prairie Artisan Ale, Prairie Hop, Belgian-style IPA.
It's got cute little mice on it with little mushrooms and a snail. It's kind of adorable.
And a Duvel Triple Hop. And I'm going to open these and pour them for whoever would like.
Are you going to open them?
I wish I had enough for everybody.
I want the one with the cute animals on it.
You can open them? Can you come up with the opener? I call it the opener. I don't know what they're called. I don't drink, so. The beer opener. The bottle one. Of course, that's what they're called. The big.
Oh yes, the beer fairy is played by Melissa Hutchison.
She's going to do magic.
Service industry.
And by the service, she means the service. Like she was in the military service.
Yay!
Wait, that's just, yes please. That's just science, folks.
This is amazing.
That is magical. I've learned something. We've all learned something today, right?
I hope somebody else too, because from their vantage point, they just see it disappear and it's between your legs and you.
Oh, don't worry. Look, this is what's called a cameo, all right? Melissa Hutchison, everybody. All right, now while they're pouring beer, Tatum, let's resume your
Sorry,
host.
My turn to talk about. My very first first role was as Ricochet in Samurai 7. When I was given the role, I had not acted professionally ever before. I had done stuff as a kid on stage and things like that and loved it, but had kind of turned my back on it in pursuit of, paying the rent. And long story short, a friend of mine that worked at Funimation said, hey, I think you'd be great for this part. I'm trying to get new people in, and I begged off of auditioning for a while because the whole idea terrified me. And I finally only went in because he tricked me and said, oh, you're not going to get the part. I just need to get warm bodies in the booth so my line producer quits breathing down my neck that I keep hiring the same people. So it's actually better if you suck. So I come in, the audition, it's like 4 hours long. I'm terrified, sweating bullets. It is acting boot camp. I've never done a dub before, never seen a dub script, had no mic technique whatsoever. I did suck. Right. I gotta talk now. So it was crazy. When I was done, confident that I had screwed it up and that Bevins, the guy that got me in, would leave me the hell alone, I stepped out the booth and signed a couple of papers, which I thought were NDAs. My first mistake, I didn't read them very closely, and said something to the effect of, how do you people get anything done if it takes you 4 hours to audition every single part? He said, it doesn't. It takes 10 minutes. We've actually just recorded the first 6 episodes, and you just signed a contract with somebody. It's all been a blur. I don't know where I am. I don't know what I'm doing. They keep just putting things in front of me like whatever this wonderful beer is. And there are worse ways to live, let me tell you.